power, and problem-solving abilities. These behaviors keep the whales both active and engaged. Serial killer whales have inspired generations to care for our natural world, and we're excited to share their story with all of you tonight.
Killer whales are the ocean's top predator. They use cooperation and communication, not just size and strength, to take their place at the top of the ocean's food web. At the bottom are small animals, like krill. At the top, the apex predator, the killer whale. Killer whales are as big as a bus, faster than an Olympic swimmer, high-flying and powerful.
You're going to see all of this tonight and more. These and other behaviors provide the whales with an environment full of enrichment.
We spend days, weeks, months, and years building relationships with our whales. This creates trust, and that allows us to do some amazing things. For example, when you visit the doctor, you present your arm to draw blood, or step on the scale to see how much you weigh. It's much the same with our whales.
Throughout today's experience, you'll see the whales move together in unison. These synchronized behaviors allow them to strengthen their social bonds and problem solve as a group. And this is just another reason as to why they're known as the ocean's top predator. Their scientific name is the Orca, and their common name is the killer whale. Each of the whales that reside here at SeaWorld San Antonio have their own individualized names, including Takara, Sakari, and joining us right up front is Tumor and Kayuken. Takara is the oldest member of this pod at 34 years old. Killer whales live in a matriarchal society with one female in charge. And for this pod, that's Takara, which means she's the leader. These whales trust us, and they take an active role in our health and well-being. Through the use of positive reinforcement training techniques, we're able to teach the whales husbandry, or healthcare behaviors. And joining us in the sign-ups now, which is Kylan and Ceci, who to demonstrate just a few of these behaviors. Now, one of the very first behaviors we teach the whales is called the fluke present, in which the whales will present their tail flukes to the trainers, just as Tuar and Kayuken are demonstrating right now. Not only does the fluke present allow us the opportunity to observe the whale's entire body, but it also allows us access to the easy-to-see shallow veins that run along the white underside of their tail flukes. Our veterinarians are able to collect blood samples from these veins at least once a month. And as you can see, the whales are conditioned to remain calm throughout the entire procedure. Throughout tonight's experience, you may also see the trainers providing the whales with a variety of different tail massages, back rubs, or maybe even squirting them with water. This is because killer whales have very sensitive skin, and this is just one of the many ways we can continue to build our relationships with the whales. Now, collecting blood is just one of the ways to ensure the health of these amazing animals. Another important diagnostic tool is knowing how much each will weigh them once a week. And in order to do so, we'll slide their entire bodies up and out of the water onto a killer whale-sized scale located in one of our back-adjacent habitats. Now, as Kayuken is demonstrating this behavior, you'll notice that a portion of his body, from the base of his dorsal fin all the way down to the tip of his tail flukes, is still in the water. Now, this portion of his body is called the peduncle, and it contains very large and powerful muscles that can be up to several hundred pounds alone. So, in order to get an accurate weight on each of the whales, we simply ask them to lift their tail flukes up and out of the water, just like this. And this is exactly how we know that Kayuken here is weighing in at over 9,800 pounds. It's important to get an accurate weight on each of the whales to ensure the younger whales are growing appropriately. The adult whales like Kayuken here are maintaining a healthy weight. Our husbandry behaviors ensure that the animals are not only healthy, but also thriving.
And the care isn't just physical. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and engage our whales at every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt, and for the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for killer whales, and for us.
Observational learning and mimicry play a critical role in the life of the killer whale. From the very moment they are born, they are learning necessary necessary life skills by watching their mothers as well as other members of their pod. And here at SeaWorld, we'll even have our movements. So let's play a game of Follow the Leader with all of you here tonight. First, I'll have everyone raise one hand high in the air and give the whales a big wave hello. And would you look at that? They're paying very close attention to you. Killer whales have incredible eyesight above and below the surface of the water, and they're very curious animals, which is why we often see them spy hopping or even jumping completely out of the water to get a better view of their surroundings. Now it looks like Timur is making his way to the bottom of this 40-foot deep habitat so that he can demonstrate a behavior that we call a center bow. That was great, Timur! Now we're going to talk a little bit more about how killer whales communicate. They can communicate in a variety of different ways, and the use of vocalizations is just one of them. So let's see if the whales can demonstrate one of these vocals for us today. Everyone stick both your pointer fingers out, and we go back and forth, and take a listen. Wasn't that beautiful? Did you know scientists believe that when a killer whale leaps out of the water, this may be a way of communicating to make their presence known? You see, sailors travel approximately 4.5 times faster in the water than they do through the air. So when a killer whale leaps out of the water and comes crashing back down, this sound can be heard for miles. Ladies and gentlemen, let's turn up for the killer whales and all of you. As you can see, killer whales can communicate by making a huge splash. SeaWorld's observation and the research on the killer whales in our care has shed light on the many mysteries of these amazing animals. For example, we now know the gestation period of a pregnant killer whale is 17 months. And that's information that's impossible to obtain on the ocean. However, some information can only be gained through field observation. And that's why for the last 60 years, SeaWorld has worked with our conservation partners from around the world to help further our knowledge. Killer whales are remarkable, powerful animals, and perhaps the best expression of this power is when they hunt.
Killer whales stand apart. They have no natural predators, and just about any other ocean animal could be their dinner. Depending on where they live and their chosen prey, they've developed some epic hunting techniques. Off the coast of South America, killer whales will beach themselves, riding in on waves just long enough to catch prey. They'll also create nets to hack animals like penguins or seals from icebergs. Most importantly, they cooperate, communicate, and coordinate as a team. Here's footage of killer whales corralling a school of herring. One whale dips in and feeds, while the other whales keep the fish together with spikes in their tail fins.
In the ocean, killer whales create waves to hunt. They use flip spikes to stun their prey, and they can even beach themselves completely out of the water. For these whales, it's just a demonstration. But for all of you, it's time to get wet! athletes. They can eat over 100 pounds of food in a single day. Depending on the time of year and where they're found, this spread will vary. Unfortunately, things such as overfishing and pollution pose a serious threat to many populations of killer whales.
Killer whales are impressive animals, and it's pretty obvious why they're the top predator in the ocean. That means killer whales are invincible, right? Wrong.
They're completely dominant, yet completely dependent.
When it comes down to it, killer whales are not the most powerful animal in the ocean.
Their future depends on you.
Through your actions.
Through the choices we all make.
We hold the future of killer whales and the oceans in our hands.
Killer whales continue to surprise and amaze us. They're the perfect ambassador for the ocean, limitless, connected, powerful, but still vulnerable.
The challenges that we face can seem insurmountable. Don't give up. Be inspired.
The ocean needs our help, and that seems overwhelming. But together, we can make it happen.
There's so much to learn.
So much to protect. So much to explore. The killer whale story is still being written.
And there are simple things we all can do to make a difference.
All it takes is one. One choice.
One positive act. One ripple that can grow and grow.
And change the world.
Together, we've got this.
It's a brand new day. Open up your eyes. Discover all the way. Every different creature, beautiful, unique. It's counted in the treasure of our diversity. From the highest high to the deepest deep, so much mystery. We are all inspired by this one big world, and we share the love that flows through each of us. And as our hearts unite, and we come alive, we can feast on life and see how marvelous is this one big world. Let's all take a journey, explore the great unknown, wonder at creation, everywhere we go. Miracles surround us, wherever we may roam. The privilege unites us, to call this earth our home. From the highest high to the deepest deep, so much mystery. We are all inspired by this one big world, and we share the love that flows through each of us. And as our hearts unite, and we come alive, we can be
Ladies and gentlemen, we hope that by joining us tonight that these reels have inspired you and have deepened your